After the Taliban took over, the economy collapsed and people lost their income they had. Banks were closed for a while, and sending money through Western Union is possible. But the problem is there is not enough money in the banks that they give to the people. Most money from outside of Afghanistan or families sent to their relatives are through hawala. It's a local money exchangers in Sarai Shahzada of Kabul. The international humanitarian aids go through Afghanistan International Bank and then to the humanitarian organizations on the ground. These aids cannot solve all the problems and can't reach to every individual Afghans. Also, the big question is for how long these aids will stand or resist. Before the Taliban took over, there was a selling of dollars by Afghanistan Central Bank in order to keep the current Afghani currency in the market. But now it's happening gradually, which causes increase of prices in the market, and the impact is on the people who has low income or has no income, and also local businesses are disrupted. Most trading transactions are in cash in the country. Also, there is no cash inside the country too. It's a big problem. For instance, a person with an individual bank account cannot get over $1,200 per month, and companies, they cannot get over $25,000 per month. And these actions lead many companies to failure, and they fail to pay the costs and employees' salaries. Generally, there is no circulation of money at all, and the cash in the market is getting old. And some of these are out of use because they are old and teared up. For a specific amount of money that goes to an Afghanistan International Bank and then to the humanitarian organization, one of the solutions could be these humanitarian aids should create a process or mechanism for this money, because distributing wheat or rice is not a solution, and it could be a fragile in the long term and the short term, and also it will keep the people aid dependent. This money should be invested to empower people so that they could produce a small businesses or do agriculture on their own lands and farms. Taliban as a group ruling in the country have income from different ways, from increasing the taxes and to every single document to smuggling drugs, and they are not paying salaries of medical staff and the teachers. So where they are spending this money? There is brain drain from Afghanistan and decrease of local and international investment. There is no legitimate government ruling out there, and no one can trust to invest if they have any business ideas in mind. We want to expect, and we are not optimistic for development under the Taliban ruling, because the Taliban are doing violation against human rights, and half of society, women who are in the houses and cannot go out of they cannot go out without a male companion. So this also impacts the economy of the families and in the short and the long term. And we should and cannot avoid women's role in economic growth, and it's paralyzed by the Taliban. The sanctions are hurting Afghanistan's people as well. And the Taliban leaders, they don't care about it, and they are not affected by it. They have luxury houses in Dubai and Qatar. At the same time, they have businesses as well. Taliban travels should be banned by international community, and it needs to be more pressure on them.